Hello there. Maybe you were like me. In what way, you ask? Let me explain. Were you or are you the type of person who always wants the best of the best when it comes to things? You know, back in the day, whether it was firearms, car or home stereos, mobile phones, you name it, I always wanted the latest model, all the latest features, you know, the gadgets, and only the top brands. I remember as a kid flipping through the hot off the press Sears catalog, eyes locked on the orange double-seater go-kart with a black seat. I imagined how great it'd be to ride it with a friend in the seat next to me. That longing started early. Looking back, I realize we start chasing the wind from a very young age. You know, Ecclesiastes 1:14 says, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and indeed all is vanity and grasping for the wind. I used to think I had to be that guy, you know, the funny one, the wild one, always doing or trying to outdo everyone at parties. But those choices often landed me in places I never intended to be. In the moment, it didn't seem to matter until the next morning. Some of you know what I'm talking about. But deep down, something was crying out for more. Something had to change. I'll never forget sitting at church at 12th Avenue and Ajo Way when I heard a still small voice say, there is more to this, David. And I agreed. I didn't fully understand it, but I knew it was true. Hebrews 11:6 came alive in me, and I didn't even know it at the time, but without faith it is impossible to please him, for he who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. That truth began to reshape everything. I stopped chasing what pleased me and started seeking what pleases God. Isaiah 55, verse 8 and 9 says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways, says the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. See, God gave me life and allowed me to be raised the way I was, not by accident, but so I could learn firsthand that my way, rooted in pride, will always fall short of his way. He let me experience the contrast so I could know the difference. And down through time, things changed. Thank God. What about you? What am I getting at? There was a metamorphosis that happened in me. Some might call it hitting rock bottom, but honestly, the bottom didn't feel like solid rock. It felt more like sinking into marsh or a quicksand. If you've been there, you know exactly what I mean. You try to lift yourself out, but the more you move, the deeper you sink. Psalm 40, verse 2 says, he also brought me up out of the horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and established my steps. God didn't leave me there. And he won't leave you either. The ultimate reward isn't stuff. It isn't success. It's his presence, now and forever. Psalm 16, verse 11 says, In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. So yeah, maybe you were like me, but you don't have to stay there. Pass this along. And until next time, we'll see you.